All right, we're back.
We're back with Target Practice, guys. As you know, this segment is about pretty much targeting certain celebrities, shit that we talk about for the week, things that we think are like relevant right now. So the first person we're gonna talk about, we're just gonna jump right in. Childish Gambino's music video. Yeah. That shout out to you. Come on in right there. We got Childish Gambino. Showing up today.
Quick cameo.
It's showing love.
All day.
Thanks for stopping by
All day. I love Atlanta.
Atlanta, my favorite show.
I love Atlanta.
I eat peaches every day.
No, but you know, the video was hella creative. It was really it tackled a lot of today's issues, and a lot of people interpretations of the video was like, you know, they were talking about the fact that he was dancing to distract us from like what was happening, the violence in the background, and then the caricature of him doing the Jim Crow pose. Like, I thought at first, like, I just thought he was slaying the pose. And then, I didn't know where he was coming from. Then he cut that shit. Yeah. I didn't know this was like had a meaning. I just thought that nigga was flexible. One of the scenes that caught my attention was the church scene, though. Yeah. What? And like my interpretation of that was the fact that I felt like he was trying to say like black people we have so much faith in the church, and you know, if you want to talk historically, like religion was kind of placed on us after slavery. So I think that's one of the things he was trying to vocalize, because you know, in the video he was talking about the fact that we too busy dancing and we're not realizing real life issues, and I think he was kind of saying the same with the churches. Like, we're in church praising, but it's a lot that's happening outside that we need to take care of first.
Well, you know,
that's crazy. I didn't hear that perspective.
That's an interest. I'm still trying to process that, because the thing is, like, during times of slavery, they would actually, so knowledge is the key to freedom, you know what I mean, and to awaken and unlock yourself. So they would, obviously they wouldn't give slaves books, you know what I mean, they wouldn't give slaves books, and on top of that, the books that they would give and would provide, they would have just chapters of the Bible out. You know, even normal books, you know what I mean, they would have chapters out. So a lot of times the understanding of religion, especially in black culture, sometimes historically it's no telling what was provided, you know what I mean. So it has an interesting dynamic, you know what I mean, with black people
placed on it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
The perspective that I seen a lot was one, the Charleston, what happened in Charleston? They went to church and killed her, right? So I think that's basically what it was in that sense. But I feel like that was like the point in the video where everybody was just like, whoa, okay. Like, so this is not just a video. This is actually, this is actually symbolism. Because then when you watch it again, it's symbolism from the beginning. Like, But I want to know what the guy in the chair meant. Yeah. That's the only thing I was really like unclear. Shoes on or nothing.
I felt like he started you like the old school kind of like slave kind of looking guy.
You think so? Like, I know, like, he started off, you know, playing his guitar, whatever. Then all of a sudden, when Childish Gambino comes out, now he's just like this. So I don't know, that I haven't dissected yet. But the kids being a part of it with the whole song and dance, my perspective with that is just like, kids are just so innocent and like free. And even though all of this violence and catastrophe was going on behind them, they're just like trying to find like the best out of it and dancing and all of that. But then there was also the kids that were watching and
recording everything
with their phones out.
Recording the chaos. Right. Like, see, what you said though, some people took that as a negative though, and was more or less saying like, we're too busy dancing while chaos is happening. Like, I don't feel like that's fair to say though. I'd rather
that's like a glass full, glass empty type of situation. So it's how you want to dissect it, to be honest.
I think his video, what it's doing is really unlocking where each of us are individually in our personal life, because that's how people will interpret it. You know what I mean? You can interpret the kids dancing, in your case, innocence, or the people capturing everything on their phones. You know, it could be deemed as childlike mannerisms. But if in your life you're at a very angry place, you know what I mean, it can be interpreted very differently. So I think it's really uncovering where we are as people in America, because I think Childish Gambino, what he's playing the character of America. And you know, and so I think, and I've also seen a lot of people they're taking a racial angle to it. So they're like, oh, he's killing the church members. Childish Gambino's a coon because it's the white people killing the church members. And I think, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of that. And I think what's actually...
That is disrespectful.
And I think what he's trying to show is that what he's representing is America as a whole, as a total. You know what I mean? He's not really... And what he's explaining is that what America's doing... Because that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Those kids who are gone, a white person did it, but they're gone though. You know what I mean? And I think we should definitely, of course, you know what I mean, race is a huge component. But it also shouldn't take away from the fact that, you know, we're just talking about families and people who are just, their lives are lost. And I think that's a big piece of it. So, but I think he's just playing the role of America, you know what I mean? So
also, like, another perspective they were talking about when you said like mannerism, they were talking about his feminine kind of ways, and like you know, the whole shoulder, and he said I'm pretty. They were talking about how the feminism within like the black male, they said like how more black men are becoming more, I guess, feminine, sensitive within their mannerisms and things that they present to the world. So like, I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that perspective.
I didn't hear that either, but I think it could be two things. I feel like guys being sensitive and expressing themselves and, you know, feeling pretty or whatever, like metrosexuality, like, I don't think that's a big deal. I feel like people are too sensitive to that. Like, they're too sensitive to if a guy is like, oh my God, how does my eyebrows look? Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't equate like he likes taking it in the butt. Like, Jesus Christ, you know? Relax. Like, let people express themselves the way they express themselves. We don't have to put a label on them. We don't have to.
I agree. I think we're in that point now where we don't even have to label. And then the last thing too was also the symbolism of the gun. They said that they were handling the guns more delicately than they were handling the actual people. So that was like the biggest symbol of the whole video, nonetheless. So.
They're stricter on gun laws than they are with criminals who kill people and get paid to leave. Okay?
Which is crazy.
One person actually said that the kids were dancing around him. It could also be represented how the youth will follow examples of the adults. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree
with that. So the next person, though, we're going to talk about is Black Chyna and her mother, Tokyo. So they've been beefing a lot. Live on Instagram, the mother was saying a lot of stuff about Black Chyna and helping her pay her bills, and she ain't eat, to the point you heard her stomach growling in the video.
No.
What?
All right. We're gonna put that clip in.
But I tell you this, if anything happened to her, God damn it, I just happened to be one of the bitches that had to catch the fade. Well, I got an explanation. For one, she told me she was broke and she had to take care of her kids. I asked her for $30, told her I was hungry. 2 years in a row. I'm going on my second year of not saying my grands. Hollywood is so demon-filled, it changes people. We was just chilling. I was just on a reality show. She waged war against me, her mother, the only bitch breathing that will die for her funky ass. I took 424 million people, those are the Kardashians fans, on, but bitch, I'm still here. For you, I'll send it to you. The blogs come from my ass because of you. They don't know me. They know you.
When did this beef start?
But I don't even know really where the beef started. But like, pretty much her mother was saying that she hadn't seen her grandbabies in 2 years, and
oh damn,
it's just like, what do you?
Is the baby too?
I guess since the baby was born. I don't know. She was like, I ain't seen my grandbabies in 2 years and whatever. She was saying, like, I asked Black Chyna for $30. She said she was broke and I just needed food to eat. And, like, on cue, her stomach growled. It was just a lot.
They out here hungry. That's wild.
I mean, like, what do you feel about, like, being in the spotlight and, you know, throwing your family in it? Like, you know, her mother was always there to kind of protect her in the spotlight and things like that. They're going through it in the spotlight. They're not doing this behind the scenes.
Because that's what they know now. Yeah, controversy, publicity, Instagram likes.
Do you feel like even to the point where the mother would be in competition now with the daughter and vice versa?
I think that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, I can't even, because Black Chyna is completely flipped in my book. Like, I thought I had her pegged, like, all right, you know, she hustler, she's a stripper, you know, whatever. But she is the OD con artist, bro. She got somebody's Neo. She
got it from her mama too, because her mother.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like at some point in time, she let her go from the scheme, like she was no longer part of her cons.
Yeah.
And now she's like, all right, well, you want to cut me out of that? I'm going to find my own way to catch a come up.
I mean, even in our line of work, as far as the media, if someone was to offer you like a reality show today, would you want to involve your family?
I think it would depend. No, it would depend. It would depend on what I would just want them to. If it's agreed upon and we sit down and we say, okay, we're gonna capture the actual elements that that actually capture my family dynamic. I would be actually you know what?
If you want that one uncle,
if they want drama, yes. It depends on what's being pitched. Like if it's like I'm out and this is like this is the type of person I am, like Black Chyna. Yeah. Like you already know me for scandals. You know me for this. You know me for that. And I know my family is full of it.
Right.
Then yeah, fine. We gonna prosper together. Like
right. We
might as well put some cameras on all of the bullshit that we already have going on and catch it coming from that, so your stomach don't have to grow. Like, might as well do that. But other than that, no. No. I want to be Sia. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to be Sia. If I ever
pop, Negro.
I want to be like, hey.
Yeah, low key.
Like her.
So right, I prefer that. Yeah. Like I'm not a cloud chaser at all.
Yeah, that's what a lot of it is. The next person, DJ Khaled, because I had to just like, sir. Okay, so check please. He called her so saying he doesn't give oral to his wife and that it's her job because he's the king and it's the woman's job because I'm paying the bills, so she's supposed to give me oral but I don't need to give it to her. Ladies, how could you even last in a relationship? Yo, first off, shout out to his wife, yo. Even hold it down. I've been left.
All right, male's perspective first, like, because I don't want to take your response.
I felt like it was really sexist too. It was kind of
let him go first. Don't take it. I want to hear.
Listen.
Go. How do you feel? Do you agree? What?
Listen, everybody's relationship is different. I can't really say what works for them. That's DJ Khaled. I also want to say that's DJ Khaled. If that happens to work in his house, everybody honestly is really different, and no one knows, I guess, the dynamic or the reasons or whatever has happened in his past. So I'm gonna just take a very neutral approach here, answer, and that's his household.
You ain't gotta lie. Well, you ain't gotta lie.
What about his take on a woman's role?
Right.
Oh well,
because that's where it's stemming from. He said it like he feels like a woman's role is pretty much to be in the house, take care of the dishes, whatever the hell, and he's the king. She's my queen, but I'm the king. Ultimately, I'm the one in charge. So,
well, I think if what he's saying is what he's talking about is being the head of the household, right? Right. If he's talking about being the head of the household, that shouldn't. I don't think when I think of head of the household, that doesn't equate to financials. You know what I mean? Being the head of the household is a leader. So if that's what he's referring, if what he's saying, if what he's trying to get at and didn't do a good job of saying that is, I am the head of the household, that's something completely separate. I'm separating that from his other comments. And I believe that the head of the household is just a leader. Now, when he's saying the other stuff, again, I don't know that dynamic.
So, all right.
I don't know his culture. I don't know how they get that.
Your relationship dynamics then. Yeah. Like, what are your relationship dynamics?
My relationship dynamics, I snack. I mean.
You snack?
Yeah, I snack. I mean, I don't got. I don't got no problem.
What does that mean for the people who are curious? What does I snack mean?
You receive.
Yeah, what's up? Like, I mean,
do the nipple twerk. Nipple twerk. No. So what do you look for in a woman? Like, what's your ideal wife?
Mm-hmm. So I mean, my drive. I like women who take care of their body. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. You know, I'm into just
hygiene wise, or
well, overall, I think that all ties in. To what, put it this way, a lot of the things that I do, I like to go to the gym. I like to keep up with myself. I would definitely hope that she does the same thing, like-minded. You know what I mean? And drive is another big piece. I do a lot of different things, so it just wouldn't make sense. And I'm just not attracted to lack thereof that. You know what I mean? So drive is another big piece. I like intelligence. I like to be able to. I don't want to feel in any situation. This is I don't like to feel like I have to dumb myself down. So that's another big thing, and also faith. That's a big piece for me. Okay, and, that's definitely
so they have to share the same religion or religious values.
Spirituality.
Spirituality. Spirituality is a big piece, and I had a conversation in the past with that. Like, could I date somebody of a different religion and things like that? And I don't say no to. I'm not gonna say no. You know what I mean? If there's a connection there, because I feel like love is the ultimate. You know what I mean? That is like the ultimate characteristic. So if there's a genuine connection there and there's love there for whatever reason, that's just what it is. I'm not gonna sit there and deny that. And so, but I'm just saying a lot of the things that I like. If I'm, if it's build a player, you know what I mean? Like NBA 2K,
build a player.
These are some of the things. She has to, of course, be loving and caring to have. A lot of these characteristics. I think sometimes we get far and separated from, what we see with our eyes. And, as I go through life, I'm just starting, I realize more and more each day of what's really important. Because at the end of the day, even at the end of the day, when you're 65 years old, you just want to be sitting and rocking out with that's your people, that's your best friend. You know what I mean? And your looks are going to fade. All of that's going to fade. But what your heart is, where your heart is at. You know what I mean? And your mind and your intelligence. Those are the things that are going to take you. Because after you get married, you done tried every position in the world. Like, I'm serious. I mean, that's
now I gotta break your leg.
Yeah, it's like.
Are you big then on gender roles though? That's more or less where Khaled was coming from. So a lot of it was gender role based.
Yes, I mean, I think gender roles have changed dramatically from from the way it used to be. You know what I mean? We used to be now. I mean, you have single mothers now doing everything. You know what I mean? You have single mothers just holding it down, playing mother and father. You know what I mean? So that just alone, you know what I mean? It's blowing gender roles out the water. You know what I mean? And I think it's really about just carrying your weight in any relationship. That's anything, any relationship. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be one-sided. You carry your weight, and whatever that means in your family dynamic, that's just what it is. So if there's a breadwinner who's out, whether that's the husband or wife, obviously that unless you work it out, we have a babysitter, someone else has to do the other side. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. It's about functionality.
Ladies, though, would you be able to handle being in a relationship where you're not receiving?
Hell no.
Pressure.
You gotta fight me. You have to shoot the fair.
How important is it though? Like, it's okay. So someone like Khaled,
breathing,
because someone like Khaled, he's very financially stable, right?
Right.
You want to go shopping tomorrow, he can do that for you. Buy you a house. He gives you everything else except for that. How do you handle that? Are you going to be okay with that?
First of all, Jesus wept.
Yo.
Like, there's just certain things that you just can't say out loud. And what's crazy is that this interview is from like 10 months ago, like last year. So the fact that it resurfaced is breaking my heart. All right? And I know there's a bunch of yard man Jamaican like, Manayam Pum Pum.
What if he puts it down? Because that was, I put it down, which I doubt. No shade, Khaled.
We seen the video, and I love Khaled. But he was mooing her shit like, you know what that means? He was a cow. He was mooing hush, okay?
Yo.
Like, what video are you talking about right now?
You never seen Khaled's little 2-second sex tape?
What?
Insert the clip now.
Well, we'll be inserting that clip.
Right. He was mooing her shit. Now everybody go YouTube it, Google it, and y'all gonna see moo. That's what it looked like.
No, thank
I'm
you.
sorry, no. And what's crazy is that a lot of like Jamaican, I have
but they
a lot of Caribbean people on my body, right? And there's not one person that I've ever dealt with that has. And I don't even gotta ask.
Y'all can stop lying now. First off, Jamaicans, y'all can stop lying.
That's nice.
It's like not you say,
one of y'all. Now one of y'all.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have to ask. Now one of y'all didn't bite my lips. So settle down.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
That's a perfect segue though.
They can't even help themselves. I mean, like, when we pull up, sis, you already know how it be when we pull up. Okay? They can't help themselves. They gotta eat. They be hungry. Bellies be
brown like Black Chyna.
So
Yo.
Come.
Hey.
Come. Come, let me feed you. Come, baby.
I'm dead.
Let me help you.
I'm dead.
That's all I gotta say. But in terms of in terms of what it equates to the gender roles, I'm done with gender roles. Like I just can't. First of all, I'm too strong of a personality.
Right.
I'm too independent of a person, and I'm a Leo. Like at the end of the day, I know how to be submissive. Right. And all of that stuff. I cook, I clean, I do everything. But at the end of the day, I have my own too. I have my own car, I have my own stuff, I make my own money, I make my own decisions. I don't really have no boss or whatever. So if somebody was to come in my life
and try to boss you.
Yeah, thinking that they're about to tell me what to do when it's not, warranted or whatever.
Right.
Just because you're trying to assert your masculinity.
Right.
This is not.
It's like let things fall into place. Like if you coming home, you paying, that's fine, but don't tell me because you're a woman you got to do this. And a third. Like
I like everything to be organic. Like I feel like when the relationship works, like when I get into actual relationships, it's just it'll mesh in the beginning. Right. It'll mesh. You know who I am by now because we've been dating, and I know who you are. So things just work.
Right.
That's the perfect segue actually into our Bitch Diaries.
Yo, they say if you got a good one, you should try to hold on.